everyone, welcome back to my channel. I didn't know what to call today's video because it's a skincare video, but it's kind of all over the place. Like some are products that I've been testing for a little bit. I want to give some thoughts on. Some are products that I plan to be testing. Some are things that disappointed me. So it wasn't a favorites video. It's not a routine video. So I'm just going to call it like a skincare chit chat. And let's first start with some products that I plan to be testing coming up soon. And Pixi just launched a vitamin C line, which I thought was really exciting. And this is the vitamin C juice cleanser. So it has a pump at the top, so it's going to be more of like a micellar water. Then they did come out with a vitamin C tonic, so much like the Glow tonic. This has vitamin C and ferulic acid. And then a vitamin C serum. So that is going to be, I'm going to be testing out soon. Another product that I plan to be testing out soon, I know many of you have reached out to me about this product, my thoughts on it, so I'm very excited because I've heard so much about this. The Augustinus Bader cream. There's been so much buzz about this cream. I have the Rich cream, and it's a anti-aging cream, and it's designed to be used alone. So not with any other serums, not like you're supposed to cleanse the skin and then put this on. And that's it. It is not designed to be used with other products in your skincare routine. So I plan to begin testing this. I think I'm going to test it at night. So just cleanse and then put this on. And I mean, the feedback people have given me is just, they're obsessed with it. It makes their skin look very hydrated, firm, glowy, like it's just one of the best moisturizers they've ever tried. And so I am very excited to begin testing that. And okay, so another product now those are the things that I'm planning on testing. The rest of the things that I have already tested, some things I am liking and wanted to share some of my impressions on, and some things I'm kind of like, I wanted to like just chat about. All right, I've had a lot of questions about this because I shared that I had received this a while ago, the Dr. Barbara Sturm Hyaluronic Acid Serum, and I had many people ask for me to review this and talk about it. I've only been using it for maybe like 2 weeks, and I've been using it morning and night. So I always like to have a hydrating serum in my routine, but I like to use it morning and night, and it's very thick. So it's a much thicker, you're probably not gonna be able to see it. It's like really hard to even see. It's a much thicker serum, and you can feel the weight of it. Like when I first felt it, I was like, oh, that's not very runny. That's a thicker, it's much more of a dense serum. So and it's funny enough, I had a reader message me and she said that, she wanted to get my thoughts on it because she had received a sample and was blown away. She was like, what do you think of it? And I was like, I haven't actually started testing it yet. She was like, I really don't want to like it. She goes, but it's remarkable. She goes, I was shocked. And I have to say, it has really impressed me. Because it's so thick, like I do notice a really big difference in how plump my skin appears and how kind of bouncy, and definitely how hydrated, like my skin stays hydrated much longer. And I was really very, very impressed. It really did a fantastic job at helping to hydrate, but even not just surface hydration. Like I really felt my skin was beginning to look less and less dehydrated the more the days went on. And I was like, whoa, that is really something. Let's talk about, I mentioned this before and I wanted to show you the bottle, the Rose Plus Booster by MV Organics. This is a face oil, or it's just like an oil. And it's very runny and hydrating. It's very rich. But I mentioned this before because I use this after threading, after I get my eyebrows threaded or my lip threaded or whatnot, because it's incredibly soothing and really helps to heal and nourish the skin. And it's great when my skin is very irritated or very sensitive. And I've had some people reach out, ask about they need something when their skin is irritated, exceptionally dry, flaky, painful, whatever. And I always recommend this because it really does. I mean, it's for delicate and dehydrated skin. And I find it to be one of the softest and most gentle products in my entire skincare cabinet. All right, I have some cleansers here. And, I'm almost done with the Green Clean Pharmacy Cleansing Balm. And I wanted to talk about it again because I'm like, it's really good. For the price price point and how well it cuts through makeup, and it just melts away makeup. I don't know if you can see it with my lights there, but it just melts makeup right off, cuts through everything, rinses away very easily. I mean, I plan to repurchase it. It's just such a great cleansing balm. Another cleansing balm that I've only tested a handful of times, just with like a very small amount because it's very pricey and it's just very fabulous, is the La Prairie new cleansing balm, the Supreme Balm Cleanser. I showed it on my Insta stories. I don't even want to like, I'm actually going to scoop this back into the jar. I do not. It is this soft, buttery texture. It's so rich and so smooth. I just, it feels, first of all, like butter, like silky butter. I literally just scooped it back into the jar because I do not want to waste it. And so it's very like that. It's very silky, very creamy, very rich. I massage it into the skin. It does a fantastic job at removing makeup. I prefer to use it as my second cleanse because I don't really want to use it to remove my makeup. I'd like it to get right onto my skin and really, you know, the ingredients and everything to get onto my bare skin. So I've been using it as a second cleanse, massaging it in, but it does remove makeup. Massaging it in, it begins to break down to an oil. And I just kind of give myself like a massage. I'll massage it in, it breaks down very easily. And then I add a little bit of warm water and rinse it away. And it glides right off. There's no residue. There's no greasy feeling. I don't have to use a muslin cloth. I can use one if I just want to give myself maybe a little extra exfoliation, but I don't have to use one. And it's glorious. It's really, really beautiful. I mean, the texture when you first even touch it, it's more of a solid cleansing balm. There's not a lot of, it's not like oily or kind of moves around. It's very, very solid. But as soon as you put the applicator, or the little scoop thing into it, you can just see it. It's like butter. It's amazing. But I haven't tested it out long enough, but I can get a feel for cleansers after the first or second use because it's just, I mean, those first few impressions of how it, you know, applies and how you rinse it off, it blew me away from the get-go. All right, let's talk about a product that I'm like just about. And it's not even skincare, it's a deodorant. And I've talked about it on my Insta story, the Schmidt's natural deodorant. I'll link below to my natural deodorant blog post that I have and the 4 that I tested out. I ended up going with La Vanilla, and I've stuck with that. Sorry, I have like a hair stuck on my forehead. Yeah, I see it. I see you. Okay. I've stuck with that over the past year, and because that was working the best for me. And recently, I've just been sweating more. It's always hormones, I swear. It's like, especially around that time of the month, I'm always sweating more. So I wanted to try a different natural deodorant. Many of you had suggested Schmidt's to me. Actually, many of you suggested the charcoal one after I purchased this, the bergamot lime. But I'm not going to go back and get it because first of all, I'm not drier at all. Second of all, it totally stains my shirts. Like my shirts are yellow afterwards. And I already have that problem already, so I don't need a deodorant to help maximize that. Sorry, I have an itch too. The La Vanilla that I have does not stain my shirts, and it doesn't keep me super dry. I definitely have to reapply it all the time in the summer. And that's, I mean, with the natural deodorant, you kind of do, because it's not an antiperspirant. And it's like days that I'm really sweating, I miss my Donna Karan. But I've been committed to like sticking with natural deodorants. Odor is not my problem. I mean, I do smell if I'm not wearing deodorant or whatever, but it's more just like keeping myself dry. But I haven't found one that really does an amazing job. Like I said, I'm still happy with the La Vanilla. I was just hoping to branch out and try something new. Oh, I did order the Mega Babe Rosy Pits. Someone suggested that to me. So we'll see. I have a feeling like nothing's ever going to be that fantastic. I just have to find something that works the best for me. So stay tuned. Product that I have, and it's kind of a skincare makeup product, the Tarte Guard Mineral Sunscreen. So it has a little brush here. And I just dust it on my face. I like something like this throughout the day as a touch-up to add some sunscreen and also to add some powder onto my skin. Sometimes I'll even use it when I'm not wearing any makeup, and I'll just dust this on. I like it. And sometimes too much powder comes out of the top. I can't really see it on the skin. It's sometimes, if too much comes out on top, it will get a little too powdery, but most of the time I can control it quite nicely. I like it. I enjoy it. Don't think I'm going to repurchase it though. I think I'm going to try the Color Science one that a lot of people recommend to me. I think I'm going to try that next. But I still have a ways to go for that, so I probably won't even repurchase till next summer. All right, let's talk about another hydrating product at a very different price point than the Dr. Barber Sturm. I didn't even see close to the same results, but I thought I would mention it because I did like it. I thought it was like it was nice for the price point, especially if someone is not exceptionally dehydrated or doesn't need a ton of moisture put back into the skin, but just wants something light and hydrating. An essence step. The e.l.f. Hydrating Water Essence. It was impressive. It was, I thought it was going to be a lot runnier, almost like the SK2 essence. No, it's actually much thicker. It's still runny, but it has much more weight to it, and it's a little more, what's the word, viscous? Viscosity? Going back to my organic chem days. Viscous, right? It means it's like thicker. I'm sure one of you will tell me. Anyway, there's just a little bit more density to it, and it's not as runny. It's nice. It's like a nice kind of burst of moisture to the skin, and it's just a nice extra step. I didn't find that it hydrated my skin, like I said, like the Dr. Barber Sturm, and I really didn't anticipate it to. But I feel like, especially if you just you're looking to try an essence, something really easy to put into your routine, add a little bit more moisture, that's a good one. And, okay, I never talk about eye creams. I've told you before, I'm always like, meh, about eye creams. Like, they're not that big of a deal to me because they all seem to do the same thing. I mean, a lot of other products do the same thing, but I can see differences here and there, and I do latch on to certain products that I really like. Also, my eye area is not a huge area of concern for me. Other areas of my face are, but my eye area is kind of like, it's the least of my concerns. However, I'm back to using the Sunday Riley Autocorrect, and I forgot how nice it is. It's really wonderful, especially, I use it morning and night, but it's especially great in the morning because it really helps to depuff. It helps to smooth out the under eye area. It really helps to depuff that area, and it just kind of makes it look awake. And like I said, I don't really struggle with dark circles. I think a lot of that's also hereditary or genetic. And so that's not really been an issue for me. I mean, I do have some fine lines, but, I put all my skincare around there too. So, but I notice a lot with depuffing and helping to look a little bit brighter and smoother under there when I apply it. So I was using it, I've been using it for a while now, and I was like, I'm going to talk about this in a video because I have been impressed every time I use it. What else do I have here? Okay, so 2 more day products and then 1 night product. 2 day products, one that I'm kind of like, about. I keep using it. Do you ever keep using a product and you're like hoping for it to get better and hoping to have more of a response to it, and it just is like, meh, it falls flat all the time? Yeah. This is the Porous Greek Yogurt Smoothie. It's like a priming, moisturizer. It's just like a nice lotion hydrating moisturizer. Let me just squeeze out some so you can see. It's just like a lightweight daytime moisturizer. I mean, it's not changing lives here. And I just keep using it every day, thinking I'm gonna like it, and it's gonna be like a great no muss, no fuss daytime moisturizer that I can recommend to you guys. And I can't recommend it because I feel like it would just, there's so many other ones that are great no muss, no fuss daytime moisturizer that it's just falling flat for me. But I keep using it, and I keep saying to myself, maybe you just like stop using this. You're just not loving it, and it's just doing nothing for your skin. But I can't. Maybe I'll stop using it soon. I pulled this out the other day, and I forgot how much I love the Tula Hydrating Day and Night Cream. It was really good. This, especially for the daytime, it's just, it's a great no muss, no fuss hydrating moisturizer. It's a good thick texture, and not too thick, not too thin. It manages to fall in the middle, and it wears beautifully under makeup. It really hydrates my skin and preps it well for makeup, but it also is great at nighttime. Now that's something that feels very like no muss, no fuss, but I actually get results from it, and my skin really responds well to it. And I'm like, okay, this I want to recommend. This one, yeah, not really. But if you've never tried, I like a lot of the Tula products, but the Hydrating Day and Night Cream I always go back to, and it always, every time I go back to it, I'm like, oh, I forgot. I really love this. And a new Elemis product that I had recently tried, and woo, I love it. It is, first of all, I love the name. The Peptide for Plumping Pillow Facial. Yes, if it says plumping, I want it. That is, I'm like, yes, yes, and more yes. So let me take some off the lid here. Oh, it's gorgeous. You can use this at night. So it's a nighttime product. It's this thick, well, it's like a thick gel texture. Very smooth, has some slip to it, but it does a wonderful job of plumping the skin. And it's lovely at night. You're supposed to use it at night. I was worried that it would be too thick and my face would stick to the pillow. It's not. And, but I use a very, very thin layer. If you have exceptionally dry skin, you probably could get away with a thicker layer. But I really notice a difference. Like my skin feels very bouncy the next morning, very hydrated, very rested. It just looks kind of like it's had a good night's sleep, even if I haven't had a good night's sleep. And yeah, I've just been really impressed by it. It's a hydrating sleeping mask. And it's like with some sleeping masks, I just use it as a regular mask because they're too thick for me to sleep in. But this one's nice. I like to use it at the end of my routine. I'll just use like a serum or whatever. And recently I've been using the Dr. Barber Sturm, and then I'll follow it up with that, and it's like a hydration sandwich. It's like hydration to the max. And I wake up next morning and I was like, well, it's like I had a facial while I was sleeping, or like an infusion of water, like a hydrofacial when I was sleeping. Yeah, so that is my skincare chit chat. And like I said, I didn't really know what to call it, but I knew you guys would get me. Be like, I just want to talk about some products. Some things I'm loving, some things I plan to be testing, some things that I'm just not getting, and I just wanted to share. So I'll link everything that I talked about down below, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.